everyone. In this video, I want to talk to you about situations where, let's put it simply, like make sure your staff or your team members don't do anything that make you dislike them. Yes, you can dislike your employees, so make sure they don't do anything that make you dislike them. So let me explain to you more what I mean. So first, for credibility, my name is Khaled. I have been a dentist for 20 years. I run my own dental practice, Lakeside Dental Spa in Queensland, in Hervey Bay, Queensland, and you can check my details below for credibility. I took it from 1 chair to 10 chairs, from 3 staff members to close to 40 staff members. So what I mean by disliking your employee, and how can you dislike your employee, and how does it show when you dislike an employee? So I'll give you examples. So I have practice owners will tell me, like, for example, I remember the story that's like, my dear, I just hate it so much. Just cannot stand her. I cannot stand her, especially when she talks to patient too much. Like, I'm trying to start my procedure and I'm the patient and she keeps talking and going on and on about her life, about her family and about whatever, and the patient reply back and I just can't get any work done around her. She just talk too much. I'll be in the middle writing my notes. She comes to my room, talk too much. I just cannot stand working with her. And I always ask them, did you tell her? Did you approach her and give her like a feedback? I have a way of giving feedback in other videos called EIC, please check it out. And they're just like, oh no, I just can't be bothered. I'll just push through. It's okay. I'll get over it. But how? So obviously, it's practice owner dislikes their employee, obviously, and it's not. And if it's what I want to say that how it will show that they dislike them. It's not going to show when they're doing something wrong, or like they stuffed up a payment or stuffed up a patient appointment or something. It will hurt the most when this staff member comes to this practice owner with good news. For example, guess what, Dr. XYZ, this patient that was really unhappy and she's gonna give a 1-star review and she was complaining. I talked to her on the phone, I managed to turn around, I brought her back. She saw the other associate, I was holding her hands during the appointment. She left so happy, she left her 5-star review. I really did what I could to turn this patient around. And if you dislike this employee or this person or DA or front office, you'll be like, okay. And that will hurt them the most. They expect you to be really excited for them, be happy with them, and congratulate them on that. And instead you're like, yeah, it's fine, because you dislike them. Another situation, they might come to you, tell you something exciting about their life. You know what? My dream was to get a mortgage and buy a house for my children. I don't know, single parent, whatever. And I managed finally to save the last $1,000 for my deposit. I put a deposit in the house. Now I got a mortgage. I'm so excited about this. This house is amazing. It's my dream house. I'd be like, okay. That will hurt. It will hurt a lot because they expect you to be really excited for them. So I don't want you to work with anyone that you dislike them. I want to make sure that you don't have to fall in love with your employees, but at least you don't dislike them. And how can you do that? Again, EIC. If they are doing something that makes you dislike them, make sure they don't do it in a nice, gentle way. If it's within your authority as a practitioner or practice owner, so you can approach them with a feedback. Hey, just fake names now. Debbie, when I'm writing my notes, I really don't, when you come walk into me and tell me about your day and your stories, sometimes I forget what I was gonna write and it takes me a few minutes to remember what I'm gonna write and it can be very disruptive for me. I really enjoy your stories. Would you mind if you maybe catch up with me before lunch or during lunch break or certain times if we can, or just ask me first if I'm free to have a chat before you talk to me about your day? Just be gentle about it. If they talk to patients too much, look, Debbie, I like it how you talk to patients. It's really amazing. But sometimes, like for example, when I was seeing Mrs. Jung, give example, really good examples, and I will num them up. And I know the patient was never want to talk. And then I wanted to work on the patient. He kept going on about certain stories. Now, that's still example. The problem is it delayed my time. I ran late. I lost my train of thoughts. I was really like, I just wanted to get the job done because I know the patient is never going to take a long time. I wanted to finish on time as well. How can you do it differently next time, Debbie? Then you ask them you told them the impact, you ask them to change. If you don't give them a feedback and give them a system, how much do you want them to talk to patients and how long, and how you teach them as well when to ask close-ended questions, when to ask open-ended questions. Chatty patients, you want to avoid open-ended questions. Chatty patients, you want to jump into the conversation, yourself or herself or the DA, and then stop themselves from talking. So go with the story. Okay, I need to stop now so we can start working. So you're actually interrupting yourself, not the patient. There is a system of managing that. But what my message is, make sure they don't do the thing that makes you dislike them. Because if you don't, you will dislike them, and it will show when they are sharing with you their happiest and most positive moments, and you reply with like, meh, okay, and they will hate you for that as well, and it's not going to be a good interaction after that. So I hope this information is helpful, and if you do find it helpful, make sure you like it and share it with your friends and colleagues. If you want to hear more about my videos, subscribe to my channel, and I will notify you when more videos are released. Thank you so much for listening to me. It means a lot to me.